Welcome back.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The bike you guys have been waiting for. Got the Banshee Trike right here. Let's get this thing together. Today we're gonna get the motor installed. We're gonna get this chassis rolling, and we're gonna do some close-up shots so you guys can see all the fabrication work that went into this build. So let's get into it.
It's a lot more than I thought it did.
Well, yeah, she's heavy. She's a heavy girl. You got it if I pick up right here? Yeah, you got this. Here we are trying to save time. Look at these beautiful pipes. Mason just got all these welded up. Yes, we have another welder now. Mason has joined the crew. Got these all TIG welded together. Got the custom radiators finished up. Again, these are Sierra 450R radiators. Custom fittings, should change all the angles and everything. We left the rear end together because it's finished. It's ready to roll. So we were just getting this chassis done. Let's get the linkage on first. And good idea. Yeah, and then we'll slide her in there. Got the Chariot 2-in-1 intake on here. This thing's gonna come together really fast, so I'm excited. Alex, this thing is a very tight fit.
Yeah.
You sound so enthusiastic. Happy Friday, guys. It's 7 a.m. I couldn't sleep last night. Too damn excited about this here Banshee project, so let's get back to it. Let's get this thing mostly finished up today.
Hello?
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
And it's headlight time.
Headlight time. I started on it yesterday, but I kind of ran out of time.
And my lens is dirty. Cool, man. Can't wait to see this. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Sticker time. Oh man. So I'll show you guys the lower motor mounts. If you didn't watch the fabrication video, go back and check that out. So this is basically fabricated to take the OEM motor mount bushing. So we press these out of the OEM ones, so they're gonna get pressed back into here. And these are our lower motor mounts. Super simple. Easiest way to install these. Little shop vise action. Take a socket that's the same diameter. Right till it's flush. It's good. I figured we don't need you crawling on the floor.
No, hopefully you don't have to do that.
Yes. And this bracket, we're gonna take the flat side, that's gonna go on top of this right here. We're actually gonna add a spacer in between the motor and here to get our desired height. We've got the holes slotted so they move a little bit on each side. You guys can see how tight we have this. There's a piece of tape in there still, but there is clearance. That's what I was saying about shimming it upwards. Love these chains, guys. Had great luck with them. So I just want to show you, we're actually running the YZ style brake master cylinder. We're gonna build a custom brake pedal that works with the Banshee motor, because if I ran the stock one, it would basically end up over here. You can see how much wider this is than the YZ. It's I'd say a good 1.5 to 2 inches wider. So custom brake pedal, custom foot peg, make sure the kicker still works. It's nice because this doesn't hit the frame, so there's plenty of clearance. Everything back here's all TRX, just like all our other trikes. Okay, so for everybody asking about the tool for the carrier, it's not actually a tool, it's a piece of round bar that these companies basically chintz out on. So we just get rid of it. Number 3 screwdriver is the best friend for you. It fits in the hole.
This fits nice and...
Yeah, so number 3 Phillips head screwdriver. If you're having issues with your carrier moving, make sure you got the pinches loose, make sure it's greased up. If this doesn't move it, then you got a problem. All right, guys, so quick tip. We don't generally send chains out that are the exact length. However, it's real easy to cut them. So you want to give everybody a rundown how you're doing this?
Just help with the carrier where I think I want it. I like it kicked up.
So as forward as possible, basically. We like to rotate it so it kicks the swing arm up and actually pivots the chassis forward.
So I'm going to come over here so you can actually look at the chain.
Yeah.
Basically, you want to get it so the link is facing up. You're just going to get a little paint marker, Sharpie, whatever you can use. Mark it. Pull it off. I have this much I got to cut off. And put it on.
Let's go cut it.
Oh.
What you torquing it to?
15 foot-pounds.
15 foot-pounds here. Gas tank bracket time. So guys, like I was saying in the mock-up video, I actually gave this gas tank a little bit of a rise just to get it sitting where I wanted it with the radiators. We're gonna go ahead and install OEM Honda grommet with some aluminum collars that we made on our CNC lathe. Be a nice touch. Let's get it installed. Alright guys, just a close-up shot. I've got the radiator brackets right here. It was easier for me to do a drop-down bracket that's removable because when you take the motor out of this frame, I didn't want anything actually physically welded to the chassis. This allows the motor to be lifted up when you're taking it out. It comes out real easy. So we've got this mounting point here and this mounting point right here. Now again, like I was saying, we actually did extend the height on these. So I've got these holes slotted so you can still move everything around. I've got the OEM rubber grommet on here. So I'm just getting everything lined up and fitted. Alex went ahead and got the coil mounted. So we have this facing backwards and then basically loop the wires. There's plenty of space between the gas tank and the coil, which is nice. When we go to install these, I'm just gonna pop the caps off, put the bolts in, and put the caps back on. Before I get too far ahead of myself, I've got to get this wiring harness on here. I left everything loose. I'm gonna pop the tank back up and figure out alignment on all of these wires. This guy's actually gonna go in the back of the plastic. Now on a Banshee, these are on the back of the subframe. So we've got this cute little box in the back. Probably gonna end up mounting it in here. I might make a bracket. We'll see what I end up doing. Well guys, whenever you're building a custom bike, sometimes you do run into a little bit of a headache. This angle is incorrect for me. It will work on a Banshee for the 2-in-1, but this is sending the carburetor directly at the shock. For some reason, I assumed this would be slightly angled, but that really wouldn't make sense on a Banshee anyway. But on every other bike, we're gonna try to angle it this way. You can see how it's stirred at the shock. So I'm gonna use this part of the intake, this whole flange right here. I'm gonna, I guess, make my own. It's probably gonna be a billet piece that adapts to possibly a CR500 flange. We'll see what I end up doing. That is gonna hold us up for starting this today, but we are gonna finish this bike and get everything done minus the carburetor and the intake. And I guess see what it's gonna look like. So let's continue on. I'm gonna pop this back off and start designing my my new intake flange. This is just an old CR500 one I'm gonna use for mock-up. Little update. Alex is still messing with wires. This thing was kind of a cluster. He's got everything looking really clean. We're happy with it. All the wiring kind of worked out really nice. My favorite part of the build, it's time to get some decals on. Let's check it out. All right, guys, little recap on the radiator hose situation. Sierra 450 radiators that we cut and modified to work on this chassis. We basically re-angled all the fittings. We capped a bunch of them. So we have this set up similar to an YZ250R. So the coolant's gonna come right out of the head. It's gonna flow up through the radiator, back down. Then there's a crossover to the second radiator. And this is because we have split radiators. So again, we copied the YZ250R setup up to the top, back down, and it flows right back to the water pump. We also have the hose coming off the head on its own fitting up here. But overall, super happy with how it's coming together. Shrouds are on. Man, every part, guys, I put on this bike, I just get more excited. I straight up could not sleep last night because I was so pumped on it. A little bit bummed about the intake, but it's whatever. I actually ordered a YZ250 intake boot, a TRX 250R, and a 500. I'm gonna get those in, see which angle is correct. I also have the OEM intake boot coming. We're gonna build an aluminum air box. This thing is gonna be as factory as possible. You can see everything is as clean as I can possibly make it. We do have the radiator guards that are gonna go on here. It's gonna cover this. It's gonna be a nice black radiator guard. I have to make a bracket because this is a Honda radiator. It's the only one I could get to fit on this bike. So I'm gonna make a bracket that goes from here down to here. That's gonna suck that in. You can see how it covers up the coolant hoses. Super clean up top. Radiator cap on this side. Another idea we've got the OEM key switch. We're gonna make a bracket off here just to use these two holes. It's gonna come out, it's gonna hold the key switch. Dude, this is exciting. It's going together. Amazing. So you just slid that on and now you're having a hard time.
Yeah, because the camera's out.
What is going on, Alex?
You pulled the camera out and I got nervous.
It's fine.
See, then the camera goes away and it goes right on?
Yep. Guys, I honestly don't ever get speechless because I do this every day for a job. I've been building bikes for pretty much my whole life, so this thing made me speechless, and I'm so pumped that it's this close to being done. We're not going to start it up in today's video. I did not get around to getting the intake finished. I actually had to order a new intake manifold to get that dialed the way I wanted to get it done. A couple other bits and bobs on this bike that we got to finish, like the foot pegs, the brake pedal, the shifter. Man, other than that though, she's about 95% done. This has been a long video. I appreciate you guys watching till the end. If you did watch till the end, this thing is just so fun to look at. So fun to look at. I'm loving the color scheme, loving the graphics. We did our best to match the yellows up. They're looking killer. Mayor did a killer job on the plastic. It's unreal. Like I was saying, guys, it's not finished. Just got everything buttoned up right down to the point of getting an intake built. I am gonna do an aluminum air box with an OEM style intake boot, a custom flange on this 2-in-1 intake. Mason did a killer job on these pipes, getting them TIG welded up. Everything looks really good. If you guys didn't watch my mock-up video, definitely go back and check that out. It was just a learning curve getting this thing done. This is our older style LED headlight. It definitely has the Tri-Z look. We went with the black Clark gas tank, black shrouds, wrapped it in the yellow. I did end up wrapping the plastic. The vinyl actually holds up better than the regular plastic will. Protects it, has a really good shine. Real happy with it. Got the STG seat on here. The reason I brought it out here, this needs to sit in the sun. This thing was kind of crunched up in shipping. But yeah, guys, obviously brought the yellow powder coat on the frame, the headlight, the subframe, gold on the wheels. Of course, we always got the satin black and the triple clamps in the swing arm for those that choose to do that. I'm speechless. I really am. I'm just really happy to see this thing come together.